I thought that would be a cool intro, but I realized I kind of look like the villain that's revealing themselves. That is not what we're doing here today, though. We are not making a movie. We are doing a makeover. So if you do remember, it was a while ago, months ago, probably longer than that, but I decorated the wall of bookcases here. This was supposed to be a room makeover. I was doing it, and then I kind of just stopped doing everything. So this room is a lot of different things for us. It is an office. It is a guest bedroom, and it's sort of like an exercise room, and not exactly a large space to begin with, but somehow we're making it work. But my husband talked about wanting this to be a cozy space. For me, who loves to redo projects even though they haven't completely finished them, I'm all for it. I was all for it. So we're doing something I haven't done before, and we are going dark, moody dark. From the ceiling to the baseboards, we are painting the entire thing, including the bookcase. That is the plan. We are going moody. I hope you're ready for it. And yeah, let's get into it. So here's the before. Obviously, I mentioned before that I started and kind of stopped with this project, but as you can see, we have an unfinished door, unfinished walls, mainly because this used to be an open room and we closed it in to make a fourth bedroom. So the plan is to go moody, but obviously not too dark because we only have 2 windows. So I'm thinking Cromwell gray for the walls and Southern Vine for the bookshelf.
Comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do.
Not the right size.
You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even if
I put this up myself and somehow managed to not know how to take it down myself. Move on to something else.
I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you.
Here we go.
To you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and
So as you can see, the room has been painted, although I haven't worked on the bookshelf yet. So it took a total of 2 days, plus some breaks in between because I am not a machine. This color is looking great though, a seamless transition to the ceiling. And with the tape off the windows now, it really is not that dark in here, which I'm really happy about because I did want to make it feel cozy, but obviously I didn't want to feel like a dungeon. Now to move on to the bookcases, which I don't think is going to take as long.
Totally wrong about that.
However, my prep work is going to be a little bit more intense.
She had no idea.
So I want to make sure I'm doing the prep work on the front end of sanding and priming before I paint 2 coats. But yeah, let's take the decor off the shelves.
the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you. To you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still Can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky. And I feel so lucky I met you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you.
All right, it's looking dark. Moment of truth. We're gonna paint this now. Woo! I like it. So far, so good.
I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky. And I feel so lucky I met you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses led to you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby. And all these broken roses.
Alright, so I just finished up the bookshelves. I touched them up. I think that will be the last time that I have to touch them up, but we'll see. I'm sure I'll find other spots. There are a few trim pieces that I still need to finish out, but other than that, painting is finally done. It took 4 days just to finish this room, and that is not including touch-ups. I am so glad painting is done though. I really thought this was going to be like a forever project, especially with the grief that these shelves gave me. I had to take off the backing of each bookshelf because like the paint just wouldn't stick to it. It's been enough drama, and to boot, the desk is falling apart. So my husband's gonna have to use this desk until we get another desk. I don't know how long that's going to be, so we're gonna try to thrift it. So I'm at the mercy of basically Marketplace and other thrift stores in the area to see if I can find a desk. In the meantime though, while this dries and while I'm looking for another desk, I think it's a perfect time to go thrifting for the shelves.
I call you pretty, but it never goes as planned. You think it's funny, I'm just trying to be a man. I wanna show you in the best way that I can that I'm so in love with you. Try to be serious, but you can never tell. It isn't easy to confess how hard I felt when we've just been friends since the day we met. I don't know what to do, 'cause how can I try to cross all the lines that we've always had between you and I this soon, if I'm just a friend to you? How can I make you change your mind to see me different? Wish I could get your eyes on my prescription, 'cause baby all it takes is the same vision for me to get your heartbeat going just as fast as mine. 'Cause I could be your guy. I see you by my side, but maybe I'm just blind. Or maybe I'm too serious by my side. Or maybe I'm just blind. Or maybe I'm too serious.
So I didn't get a large haul, and this is mainly because of the fact that one, I've already got quite a bit of decor to work with, but two, I've been thrifting for this space for over a month now. So already I think I've put in plenty of pieces, but I did find some good things that I think are going to put it over the top. So first up, surprisingly, was a lumbar pillowcase. It's got buttons right here to kind of like close up the seam, which I thought was really cool. It's this great material. Kind of almost feels like burlap, but it's a woven material. Really pretty. This was originally from West Elm though, and it still has the original sticker on it. It was $34. I really love this though. It's a great color. It's more of an ivory color than straight white, which is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for more cream tones for lightening up the space. It's in pretty good condition too. Obviously with the tag on it, it doesn't seem like anyone actually used it. So this one was $10, but overall in comparison to what this was originally going for, which was $34, I think $10 is pretty good. So next up is this picture frame right here. This was a frame originally from Walmart. Definitely been a hot minute since I've been to Walmart when it comes to their home decor section. So it's nice to actually see something like this with a little bit of style and flair. I thought it would be a great contrast in the dark room because it does have some metallic tones to it. So the only issue I currently face is that it won't sit upright like this on my bookshelves. So I would like it in the room if I can manage to find a space, but I also am working with a lot of artwork to begin with because I already had a ton of artwork in the room. But as of right now, I am on hold with this piece. If I feel like it's fitting, I will try to work it in the space. Otherwise, this was just a great one to pick up with the space in mind. Either way though, I'm really happy I picked it up, and I only picked it up for $3.99, which I think is a pretty good deal for a frame. All around a good pick though. So next up is some pottery. So I feel like this was such a fitting space for some pottery. I used to thrift it all the time. Lately, I just feel like I'm not finding the styles that I've been into. So when I saw this one, this was a neutral toned. It does have a little bit of green on the top, but I don't think that's anything bad. It's kind of like in the color scheme that I was already working with when it comes to styling things on the bookshelf. So this kind of just seemed like the perfect fit to add in. Close up, there's a lot of different colored marbling. Like there's actually some blue hues in this, which is kind of cool. And this pottery piece was $5, which I think is a pretty good deal. It does look like it's fairly old to me. The discoloration, the fading, the chipping on the top kind of gives me the feel that it has been around for a while, but I love this one. I think it's great. It's small. Wish I would have found some bigger pieces when it comes to pottery, but $5 for this, I think it's a good bargain. Okay, next up is a clock. So a couple of videos ago, I actually thrifted a clock for this bookshelf, and then in my DIY video, I was talking about another clock that I was originally going to put on the bookshelf. So this is technically the third clock that I've thrifted. In the line of clocks thrifted though, it was the mantle clock, followed by this clock, and then lastly, the clock that actually is going on the bookshelf, the plug-in mantle clock, which I think a few of you mentioned that it's probably around the 1930s. That's really cool to find out. So I thrifted this clock thinking, oh, this might work. I really wanted something different on the shelves. I felt like when I was going through my stuff of inventory, it's a given. Books, some greenery and vases, but I kind of felt like everything was just the same, and I was like, I need something different. And I was like, okay, so I'll thrift a clock. Funny enough too, I thrifted this clock and the last clock that is actually going on the bookshelf all within the same week. So I do feel kind of foolish. I do feel like I could have waited to find the one that I did find. I feel like this one will find a place in my home. Obviously it's just not going in the office because the other one is better suited in my opinion for the office. This one's $9.99, the other one was literally $10. As far as clocks go, I think this one's really beautiful. It's really cute. I love the little handle of it. The overall boxy style of it is really cute too and adorable. This one is battery operated, so obviously on the newer side. While it's too bad it's not going to be the one that goes in the office, I'm sure it'll find a space and soon at that. Next up is this little piece right here. I truthfully love the fact that it was literally like the color scheme of the room, and I was looking for little tiny things to hang up on the wall on one particular area of the bookshelf, so I figured this would be like a great addition. Already has kind of like a hook where I can hook it anyways, and this wood is gorgeous too. This was the kind of wood that I was wanting to bring into as much as possible into the room because I feel like it's just a great complement to the gray. So a really great find in my opinion. This one was $3.99. I think it's a good price. Something that I don't see too often, so I was happy to pick it up, and this one will definitely be going in the office for sure. It's just too cute to not put in the office. Okay, next up is this piece right here. So this is like a metal piece with carving all over it. I have a lot of brass pieces that are like similar, and like the fact that they have like etched detailing on it. Really pretty. Love the overall shape of it. Styles like these are perfect for like putting on bookshelves. Definitely been searching for older style pieces specifically. This was no exception. I felt like this was going to be a perfect complement to it, and this one was only $3.99. I thought a pretty good price. Happy with it and really love the detailing of it. Okay, and last but not least, technically it's not something that you would put on a bookshelf typically, but I picked up one of these and I am totally blanking on the name of it. I'm pretty sure this is a kitchen item actually, as I do have two styles already up in my kitchen. So this one was a really cute style though. It looks like it's aluminum in the center but coated with a brass or a brass-like material on the exterior. And the outer cup of it is actually etched with some nice detailing too. I could tell just by looking at it that it's hand etched because it's imperfect. Love that though. Clearly an older piece, a vintage piece. And personally, I knew it wasn't meant for a bookshelf, but I'm a little bit different in the fact of the things that don't make sense in the room, I will put in a room. I don't care. I promise I will make it work. It won't stand out. So this one was $2.99. Knowing that it's vintage, loving the detail on it. $2.99 was a great buy in my opinion. Definitely not the traditional type of thing that you would put on a bookshelf, but still think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna look great. And so that is all that I thrifted for this particular space. Like I said, we have so much to work with, so I'm not even worried about it. So just waiting on the shelves to dry here, and then we're gonna finally jump into decorating the shelves. Good news is that I found a desk. It was only $40 on Marketplace, which honestly is a great deal for the size that it is. It's actually longer and wider than his old desk, which is really great. One of the last things I was waiting for was the bedding. The bedding took forever to get, and once I got it, it was actually a twin XL, which is not the size of the bed. So that was my mistake, and so I had to reorder it. And then it took a long time to get again. But finally, that is the last piece that I need for this room. As you can see, I already put up a couple of things because I needed to see some progress in this room. So with that being said, let's get to styling.
Every night in the party, then you feel the same for me. Hey, I guess that you feel boring for the same story. When you want, you can call me. Yeah. I need you now. Forget the bed. You know you are my one. I want to stay the night. You have my heart in your hands.
So here I am sitting here, the sun is about to set. Just wanted to kind of just see what it looks like. I love this space so much more the way it is now. It looks a million times better in my mind. I just love the overall vibe of it. Even when you don't have the overhead lights on and you just have lamps on, it really does feel cozy to me. So I think I accomplished my goal. I was a little concerned it was going to be too dark. Thankfully, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So if you are interested in videos like this, I will let you know. I have plenty more coming. I've been working nonstop trying to get rooms in my house finished because I have a lot of unfinished projects going on. But thank you for watching and thank you for making over this room with me. I think, honestly, having you here, it keeps me honest, keeps me working towards my goal, because whenever I finish a space, I love hearing from you afterwards, and that is the best thing to look forward to, in my opinion, when it comes to just room makeovers in general. So, thank you for being here. I hope you stick around, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!